They thought they'd nailed Mike Waltz to the wall with a leaked text thread that could have torched Trump's whole administration. Caught red-handed spilling war plans to a damn journalist. Figured he'd slink away, tail between his legs, while the DC vultures picked his bones clean. But what he did instead? Holy shit, it was a masterstroke. Turned a sweaty courtroom into his personal battlefield, left the judge gagging on her own rulings, and had the press choking on their lattes. It was a blistering August afternoon in 2025, the federal courthouse in Washington a pressure cooker of chaos. Humidity clung to the walls, reporters fanned themselves with notepads, and the air buzzed with the kind of tension that makes you want to punch something. Mike Waltz strode in, ex-Army Green Beret, Trump's national security advisor, all grit and no polish. No tie, just a rumpled gray shirt, sleeves rolled up like he just crawled out of a foxhole. His jaw was set, eyes blazing, think less. Polished politico. More. Guy who break your nose and buy you a beer after. The gallery was a circus, MAGA hats waving like battle flags, CNN hacks whispering into mics, and a pack of Capitol Hill staffers sweating through their suits. This wasn't some petty slip-up. The DOJ had dragged him in, accusing him of leaking classified Yemen raid plans to Jeffrey Goldberg. Yeah, that Jeffrey Goldberg, the lefty editor Trump's crew despised, via a signal chat meant for cabinet insiders. Penalty? A $15 million fine and a forced resignation. A political execution. Judge Evelyn Torres took the bench, 40-ish, hawk-eyed, a rising star with a rep for shredding anyone who crossed her. She smirked down at Waltz like he was roadkill. "Mr. Waltz," she said, voice dripping venom, "you've been charged with violating Title 50, Section 421, unauthorized disclosure of national security intel. Fines $15 million, and you're out of the administration by sundown. Clear?" The room held its breath. $15 million would bankrupt most, and resignation? That was Trump's right-hand man done. The MAGA crowd growled low. Reporters smirked. But Waltz didn't budge. He leaned forward, elbows on the table, grinning like a bastard who'd just drawn an ace. "Crystal clear, Your Honor," he said, voice rough as gravel. "But I've got a few things to say before you sign my death warrant." The gallery jolted awake, phones out, whispers flying. Torres arched a brow. "You've got counsel for that, Mr. Waltz. Use them." He laughed, a short, sharp bark. "Counsel? Nah, I don't need some overpaid suit to wipe my ass for me. I'll fight this shit myself." Chaos erupted, reporters gasping, a MAGA guy yelling, "Hell yeah!" Torres slammed her gavel, crack, but her eyes flickered, curious. "Fine. Speak. And watch your mouth." Waltz reached into his pocket, pulled out a wrinkled bar napkin, fucking napkin, scribbled with pen, and slapped it down. "I didn't leak jack shit," he growled. "Yeah, I was in that signal chat. Yeah, Goldberg's name popped up. But you want to pin this on me? Prove I sent it, not some dumbass intern who can't tell JG from their elbow." A DOJ prosecutor, a slick weasel in a $3,000 suit, shot up. "Objection! He's deflecting. This is a national security breach." Waltz spun on him. "Sit your ass down, pretty boy. I'm not done shredding your fairy tale." The crowd roared, half cheers, half boos. Torres banged the gavel again, but Waltz was rolling. "Title 50 says you need intent, proof I meant to spill secrets. That chat? I said Yemen's a mess, Europe's freeloading. No plans, no maps, no goddamn troop counts. Opinion, not intel. First Amendment, bitches, look it up." The room froze. Torres blinked, thrown. A reporter muttered, "He's nuts." Another, "No, he's brilliant." Waltz pointed at the napkin. "There's a case, Donnelly v. CIA, 2021. Court said vague policy gripes ain't leaks if they don't drop specifics. I didn't invite Goldberg, that's on some staffer's fat fingers. You wanna fine me $15 million and boot me for that? Then you're just mad I called your bluff in front of God and Trump." Torres's face tightened. You're claiming this was an accident? Damn right, Waltz shot back. And if it wasn't, where's the harm? Goldberg sat on it till the raid was done. Operation went smooth as butter. No blood, no breach. You're fining me for a typo and a loud mouth. That's horseshit, and you know it. The DOJ weasel stood again, voice shrill. Your Honor, markets crashed. Investors panicked. Waltz laughed, dark and mean. Markets crashed cause Biden's ghost still haunts your trade deals, not cause I texted JG. Cry me a river. The gallery lost it. Laughter, shouts, a MAGA hat sailing through the air. Torres hammered the gavel till it splintered. Order! Mr. Waltz, you're not a lawyer, don't need to be, he cut in. I've got balls and a brain. You're punishing me for doing my job, calling out the crap so America doesn't drown in it. Silence hit hard. Even the press stopped typing. Torres stared, lips thin. You're asking me to toss this? No, Waltz said, smirking. Just cut the fine to pocket change and let me keep my damn job. Fair's fair. She waved her clerk over. Get me Donnelly and the signal logs. Move. The clerk sprinted off. The room buzzed like a kicked hive. A CNN hack tweeted, Waltz is turning a leak into a circus. Trump retweeted it. Mike's a warrior. DC can't break him. Recess hit, and the courthouse steps turned into a zoo. Protesters, cameras, a guy waving a Waltz 2028 sign. When Torres came back, her face was stone. I've checked, she said. Donnelly backs you, no specifics disclosed. The fines dropped to $10,000 and you stay. But one more screw up, and I'll bury you alive. The MAGA crowd roared, hats flew, fists pumped. Waltz nodded, slow and smug. Deal. I'll save the next ass-kicking for something juicier. He grabbed his napkin and sauntered out, parting the sea of chaos. Outside, supporters chanted, Waltz! Waltz! Inside, Torres sat alone, staring at the splintered gavel. She muttered, That son of a bitch played me like a fiddle. By nightfall, it was mayhem. Fox screamed, Waltz wins! MSNBC whined, Trump crony dodges justice. X exploded, Mike Waltz just bitch slapped the DOJ. A diner cook in Florida said, He's a badass, screw the elites. Law profs scrambled to cite Donnelly. Trump called, Mike, you're a fucking legend. Waltz just grinned, back at his desk by dawn, plotting the next war. The ripple kept rolling. A vet in Texas fought a VA fine with Waltz's logic, and won. A clerk in Ohio cussed out her boss, citing free speech, and got a raise. The system flinched, scared shitless of a guy who'd rather burn the rulebook than kiss its ass. Torres knew it too. Her clerk caught her rereading the logs, swearing under her breath. Here's the gut punch. Waltz didn't win with power or polish. He won with grit, a napkin, and a middle finger to the machine. He walked into a shitstorm, laughed in its face, and walked out a king. That's not just a story, that's a goddamn blueprint. You don't need a suit to fight. You need fire. Know the game, break their toys, and swing hard. If this lit you up, if it made you want to cheer or smash something, hit that subscribe button. We've got more tales of rebels, renegades, and the bastards who rewrite the rules. Stay locked in.